My name is Keith Bloom. My job title is Senior Construction Manager and Regional Director for Construction Services Group, which is an affiliation, a division of Educational Service District 112. All we do at CSG is build schools. That's all we're allowed to do. We're a state agency, and by charter, we help public schools see their capital programs go from concept to commissioning. I thought I didn't want to do this. I went to school and studied geology, and then I came right back to construction because for fear of sounding crass, it pays well. I think perhaps some of the biggest misunderstandings are people don't like us. People don't like us cutting trees down. They don't like us paving parking lots. They don't like, when I say us, I'm referring to the industry at large. And even when we thought we were doing great things in our own minds, others looked at us as, those folks that are coming in to pave the planet, if you will. And of course, that's not our role or our goal, but that perception, I think, surprised me. One of the big changes I've seen in my career is safety. When I started in the field, OSHA was brand new and was not given a lot of respect. You weren't much of a man if you couldn't put up with a little cut on your hand and that kind of BS. And it was kind of downplayed, but we have now taken that to where safety is our primary focus, not construction. We're not building anything unless we can be safe about it. So safety is our primary focus. And I can't say that was true 40 years ago. Okay, safety was, yeah, okay, we'll be safe if we have to, right? And now it's everything. So in developing school property, we have to do a number of surveys. One of them includes a wetland survey. The federal government Corps of Engineers holds jurisdiction on all waters of the state, and wetlands are included in that. And in fact, this site had several that we identified, and one that we ultimately had to come back and re-identify. And then our project had to be developed around those. So we were all well aware of that, moving that direction, and in further analysis of our site, we discovered the pollutant dieldrin, which is a derivative of DDT. It was banned in 1969. It was in an area of site that we were not going to deal with. We were going to leave it as is. It was going to be part of the science curriculum, another wetland. But because the pollutant was found there, we entered into a voluntary cleanup program with the Washington Department of Ecology and basically went after, removed 7,000 cubic yards of contaminated soil, dug the wetland out, brought back engineered soil, recreated the wetland bottom, replanted, and removed the poison soil and hauled it to a certified landfill. So the area is clean. We can let our children play there now without worrying about what legacy effect might be there. Much of our heavy equipment operations now, and even some of the work in the building, is being done remotely. We do our inspections and a lot of our building observations through drone footage anymore, drone usage. We're going to see more and more robotics on site. We see more tools coming on that an individual labor can use robots to help them lift heavier stuff. These are making their way into our business. I've heard people complain about that, and I say, well, the buggy whip industry complained about the advent of the automobile, right? And all the buggy whips go away. Well, don't be the buggy, be the guy who makes the wrapping for the steering wheel now instead of buggy whips, right? That's what I tell people. Don't worry about your job doing this. Be the person who operates the robot. Be the person that operates the drone. Know how to maintain those. That's where the money's going to be, or the work's going to be in 20 years. Don't bring the skills you've got and expect that to carry you, is one of our mantras. You should be updating your skills every year, regularly. In my career now, I could have 8,800 times I've got up at 5 in the morning and gone to work type of thing, right? And that's the one thing people don't want to hear. The hardest thing we do is just showing up. Anybody can learn to drive nails together. Anybody can learn to wire up a building. It all takes a certain level of skill, but one of the things that isn't taught is that the concept of follow through. Everything we touch needs to be touched again and again and again until it's resolved, whatever that is. Following through on the tasks and then being able to communicate it. There's kind of three things. In our organization, CSG, we have the same opportunities, and if you're doing well, there is advancement opportunities. We try to set that up, and we'll have little celebrations there. You know, so and so completed a building ahead of schedule or whatever, and you know, we'll high five, that type of thing. Because we're a state agency, we're not allowed bonuses and those type of things, but we do try the personal recognition. That you know, we don't just show up, beat on you all day long to get your job done, and then hang up the phone Friday. It's when you show up and get something done, man, we want everybody to know you did it right. One of the benefits to this industry is the opportunity to travel, to something new every day, and the compensation is good. So we're trying to encourage as many people as we can, young people, to take a look at this industry, the breadth of opportunity that exists here.